Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
All right, how is everyone doing today? Welcome to the On Deck. I am joined by Big B. Big B, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. The sun is shining. No more rain for a while in Minnesota, so we're good to go.
All right, and we got Dirk. He is back. Man from the South. How you doing?
I'm good. My team, we got a 3-game winning streak in between the Wayne.
Awesome. Well,
no
my
more,
team has
no more 0-8 record.
Sounds like my softball team.
Oh,
yeah.
So, but anyways, so we had a pretty good, crazy weekend with baseball. I'm going to start with you guys' own team report. So I'm going to start with you, Dirk. How are the Mets doing?
Well, their AAA team in New York City, because they're all hurt. They have lost 3 in a row. Nimmo's about ready to come back. Conforto, Alonso on the IL, various injuries. And then we all saw Villar get hit in the face last week with a fastball. And I think he's in the lineup tonight, though. The big thing for the Mets tonight, Jacob deGrom back in the bump. So he had one rehab start last week at Single A Port St. Lucie. He struck out 8 in 3 innings, which prompted the Port St. Lucie team to tweet, "Help! We need help here. Get us out of here."
Right. And we got our first comment. Welcome to the On Deck. He's commenting saying it's early on the West Coast for me. Yes, it is. Let's go, Mets. Let's not, or at least hold on till the starters come back. So,
you're all right. We're gonna hang in there.
Gonna hang in there. So
we're talking Mets. I got to change.
Oh, okay. All right, Big B. How are your Twins doing so far?
They're hanging in there. They're starting to get some players back. Bucks is due to come back soon. Sano's been hitting the lights out of the ball last few games. And some of our young outfielders that have been called up have been producing pretty good. Garlic and a couple of the other guys, I can't pronounce their names, been hitting pretty good. So, if they keep going, we could probably get out of last place here. The pitching, on the other hand, Maeda's out for a little bit, so we got to find a replacement there. And so it's a typical Twin season where we could go into a June or July on fire and possibly make the playoff run, or we could just sit back and just hang out at the bottom. So we'll see where it goes here. Coming up now.
All right, and you all coming back again and saying, deGrom, we need a win tonight. Yes, you guys do.
Yes.
So I'm going to go with the Mariners reports. They had a rough last week. I don't know if you guys saw that. They lost 6 in a row.
Mariners had a rough week.
Last week, 6 in a row.
I'm sorry. I don't pay attention to them out there. I just thought they win all the time. Them and the Seahawks.
It's the same with the New York Mets. I don't pay attention to minor league teams. So there's that. But they lost 6 in a row. It was a rough week. Last night they just lost their third, the number 2 pitcher of the starting lineup, Kikuchwa. He just got injured with the back, so that leaves Marco Gonzalez out. Paxton's out. Now he's out. So, but they brought up Luke Gilbert, Logan Gilbert, my bad, up from the AAA, and he had 2 rough outings coming up. But Jared Celtic, he's slumping a little, but he smacked a home run yesterday. But man, that San Diego team is on fire. That's all I gotta say with that. And speaking of so speaking of with San Diego being on fire, who is hot and who is not? So Big B, I'm gonna let you start on with this one.
Team-wise, yeah, I would say actually team-wise, Tampa Bay's on fire. 11 in a row. I think they're going for number 12 tonight. Hitting-wise, I mean, Ohtani and Acuna just still keep lighting it up. That might be an interesting race individually to watch, see who starts cracking some home runs there. I gotta, even though DeGrom's coming back off an injury, I gotta, DeGrom pitched well in that minor league start, so I still say he's probably hottest pitcher around right now. So that's what I got.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Derek. Who do you think is hot and who's not?
Well, definitely Tampa Bay and the Red Sox. I called JD's home run the other night when they put him up over. Dang it, who were they playing? It was the 8th inning, and they were down by 1. And JD came up, and I was sitting next to this guy, and I said, "Up, they got their man up. He's going to launch," and he sure did. So I called it. So Red Sox, JD, they're hot. In the National League West, that's going to be a 3-dog fight, I think, all year. I believe the Giants are for real. So San Diego's good. They got young talent. They got Tata, and they got good pitching. Machado, it's good. And the Dodgers are just loaded, and they just need to get everybody back. I think Corey Seager just went down with a broken leg or a arm or something like that. So that'll hurt them. But they're pretty deep. They've got a good minor leagues. And so I think Giants, Dodgers, and Padres are in it. One of the funny things about that is because the Padres, they're trying to create a rivalry, an intense rivalry with the Dodgers, much like Dodgers, Giants, Yankees, Red Sox, okay? Well, they got a lot more work to do. They're trying, but they're a good young team. They really are. They're really exciting to watch. So really for teams, that's my idea who's hot. You were right about Tampa Bay. Some reason every year they bring up this young talent, and these guys are good. It's pitching, defense, hitting. They're all young, good guys, and Tampa Bay is always in there.
Yeah, surprisingly, yeah, and I like how you call it Tata. That's awesome. Kind of chuckle about that. Hello,
I'm a baseball guy. We got to have nicknames.
Yeah, so Dirk, I would have to agree with you that the NL West has been fun to watch because San Francisco was in the lead by about 2 games, then they got swept by the Dodgers. But after being swept by the Dodgers, it's San Diego who is actually on the is on top. And Christy Wilson says, "Let's go Red Sox." And what's with all the Red Sox fans on this show? I mean, that's awesome. Thank you, Christopher, for your input on that.
That's not the girl that said she was a Yankees fan and a Red Sox fan last week, was it?
No, that's a different one.
I still can't get my head right with that one.
No, well, she explained last week that her brother-in-law works for the Red Sox, but she's a Yankee fan, blood.
Yeah, but then she turns around and Mookie Betts.
Yeah. So who's hot? I think it is the Dodgers. I think they're the hot team right now. Even though with Seager coming down, we got Pujols who already hit a home run with the Dodgers, and he looks more happy with being with the Dodgers instead of being with the Cardinals. Will Polson. So on top of that, who I think is not hot, even though my Mariners are not there, I'm also saying that the Diamondbacks, they have lost like 8 in a row. So
Yeah.
they're doing a lot worse than the Mariners and so forth. But Tampa Bay, I did not have them at the top. I actually had the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays are doing nothing. They're doing
Blue Jays
nothing.
are very good.
Yeah, Blue Jays and Baltimore are both battling long losing streaks. So yeah, I had the Blue Jays up there too. So
Yeah. So,
I did catch a couple of Blue Jays games this week. That trio of Guerrero, Biggio, and Bichette, they're something else. They're all young and they're all really good.
Well-
Biggio hasn't really got going with the bat yet, but he will.
Well,
Okay.
they're full of former Major League stars' sons too. So it'd be fun to watch them.
yeah. All right. Well, Christy is saying that she's still mad over the Red Sox trading Mookie, which I think was probably like a financial type trade, I believe. But what do you guys think? Do you think Mookie would have been better with Boston or Dodgers? I'm going to start with Big B on this one.
It's always tough. I mean, Dodgers are sitting pretty good right now with their roster. But being one of the faces of the franchise in Boston, it's hard to get rid of. So I would have to say I would have rather seen them stay with the Red Sox.
Okay. There you go, Christy.
Yeah.
You got some love there.
Yeah, I'm with Big B like that. The Red Sox were good. The Dodgers didn't need Mookie because they were good anyway, but they got him. So it was always a good thing to add more ammunition to your arsenal. Okay, I was really surprised he left Boston because they were a championship caliber team. So he went, East Coast, West Coast. LA has a little, appeal with the weather and everything. And yeah, Christy, I feel for you, girl. It was all a shock. I'm a semi-Red Sox fan, but because I have something in common with them. I hate the Yankees.
Oh.
But yeah, it's one thing I wanted to touch on with Pujols, I think going from the Angels to the Dodgers, you're going from a team that's going to struggle to play 500 to a team that's going to win. And he's got, everybody respects him and everybody was probably pumping him up. So I'll bet his adrenaline is a little more pumped than normal. He'll get playing time, and he'll provide veteran leadership to that club. And I think he'll do pretty good. I think he'll hit 20, 25 home runs if he gets 400 at bats or, let's say 20 home runs now because this season's already a quarter over. But if he gets 300, 350 at bats, he'll reach that. And he's going to be a decent hitter. He'll hit 250. He's not going to be an out,
Yeah. Do you think he's going to continue his career to actually get to 700?
Well, now he's at 668, so he needs 32. As long as he performs at a decent level, I would hang on, but don't hang on and hit 180 and then hit 10 home runs next year just to get that. Willie Mays, we all remember his last year with the Mets. He had his arm was shot, but they kept playing him in center field, and he wasn't the bat he was. I think he hit 250 or something, but he wasn't the danger anymore. The first year with the Mets, he did well. He hit like 24 home runs, because I remember that. I was like, oh, my God, Willie Mays, But, yeah, and people use that because he was showcased in the World Series stumbling after a fly ball, and really that's where Willie was really known for nothing gets past him. The old saying was, when Willie Mays is in center field, that's where triples go to die, because he would get everything.
That is definitely true. Definitely true. Yeah. So speaking, coming back to the AL East, do you guys think, going back to Tampa Bay, because they're on number 11, I think. in a row. Do you think they can run the table and take the AL East?
I mean, there's going to be a battle. I mean, because now you're getting into the months where everybody's getting in their groove, and we're going to start seeing potential trade rumors coming up, and so it'll be interesting to see what the Tampa Bay does to retool the ammunition in the second half of the season, and what moves they're willing to make and stuff like that. So right now, I mean, I still say it's going to be a close race. I mean, they'll probably have a 6-7 game losing streak here soon. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see what kind of pieces they add down the road if they want to really stick it to Snell and show them that they could win without him.
So you're saying that they're going to go back on they're going to go to a 6-7 losing streak?
You never know. It could happen.
Oh, I thought
Mariners could get no hit for a third time this year too. It could happen.
All right. Speaking of that, I'm saying this again. I said it last night. I'm going to say it again. The Mariners are going to break a record this year. They're going to be the only team that been no hit 3 times in the season. I'm saying it right here. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So, Derek,
Brandon, we need to have some kind of ceremony for Tim. He's real. It's not even June, and he's already circling the drain. He's going down there. He's going down. I don't know what he's going to be like in a month or two. He may move to Vancouver.
Yeah, once Seattle gets eliminated, maybe we'll have a little ceremony to put it all to rest. So.
Yeah.
Hey, at least they have a better record than the Twins right now. So,
Derek, yep, that's true.
So, your take on the Rays? Can they run the table of the AL East?
The American League East, what I think it's going to be the 3 teams. Tampa Bay, Boston, and I know I hate to say it, but the Yankees are going to get hot because they're the Yankees. They've got tons in the minor leagues. They just got to, Stanton's out right now, and their pitching's been so-so, but the outfield, they're not going to hit that low. They're too good of players. I think Judge is the only one that's doing really well. But the last couple of games, Clint Frazier's been coming on. So he's one of these young guys. I've been waiting kind of for him for a couple of years. He's like up and down between the minors and the Yankees. But he's, supposed to be the next Bryce Harper. He shows it. But when they got their full complement of starters, where do you play him? Because he's a young guy out. But I think the Yankees, Red Sox, Tampa Bay, wild card, first place, it's gonna be an exciting fight, much like the NL West. I believe that,
Okay. All righty. So also during last week there was another no-hitter. I forget who did it. He was with the Yankees, so I didn't really pay attention because it was the Yankees.
Turnbull.
Okay, there we go. So there's 6 no-hitters so far. What do you guys think on so many no-hitters? 7. We count. We count.
Coast to coast, coast to coast counts that no-hitter.
Oh, you calling Mad Bombs a no-hitter?
Yes, we are counting that as an official record of the Coast to Coast Network.
I vote to put an asterisk on it.
You and Barry Bonds. All right.
Nice.
So with this 7 no-hitters that have happened in this season, do you think it's bad or good for the game? Because it's been crazy at the beginning of the season. Dirk, what's your take on that?
There's been a lot of talk on this, and I've read some things. Reggie Jackson had a little story in the news about it, right? And he said, quote, I led the major leagues. I have more strikeouts in the major leagues than anyone. I struck out more often than others. He goes, guys, today, because he had like, I don't know, 2,700 strikeouts, you know, and that's what he was. If, you know, I remember him back in the day, he'd hit massive bombs. He wasn't a 300 hitter, but he made great plays. Okay. But he's talking about today's game. The pitchers are throwing harder than ever. The strikeouts are soaring. The major league average now is like 236 or 237. If they continue that trend, the record was set back in 1967, I think. It was called the year of the pitcher, when Bob Gibson had a 1.1 ERA and stuff. And that record is 237. If it keeps like this, it's going to be like that, you know. But it's too many strikeouts. Guys this is my opinion of what I know about baseball and stuff. It's the launch angle, how hard you swing the bat. Everybody's hitting home runs. You know, every position is a power position now. You know, you expect your shortstop to hit 25 home runs. You expect your third baseman to hit 30. Outfielders, you know, they all hit bombs, you know, and it's, you know, the home run's exciting, but the scoring is way down too, and the pitchers are just killing it. You know, DeGrom's only the tip of the spear for all these pitchers that are just dominating right now. You know, you got Means in Baltimore, Kluber, you know, all these other guys. There's just a ton of strikeouts. Maybe they need to get a little bit back to tradition and, you know, ball contact, hitting line drives, you know, getting the batting average up. I know Ohtani's hitting like 330 something, and he's up there in home runs, but he's not a strikeout guy either. He's an exception, you know. It's got something, you know, the runs are down. That's the big thing, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And also, I heard something that there's talk moving the pitching mound a foot back.
No.
All right, Big B. I'm going to go with you on this.
Well, the thing with that, they want to try it in that single A.
Yeah.
Okay. That's too much. You know, I don't mind making the bases bigger for safety, you know, a couple inches. Don't move the mound back a foot. That's not going to help things. You know, they say they'll improve offense or something. That's messing with it too much. You know, well, let's make the NFL, let's make it 105 yards long, you know, instead of 100.
Yeah.
NBA, let's make a, you know, 25-foot shot 4 points, you know, and, you know, of course, half them guys shoot it from 25 anyway.
That's true. That is true. All right.
That was too much.
I agree with Dirk. I think we just need to leave the mound where it's at. I mean,
yeah.
You know, the hitters will adapt. I mean, they'll do what they can to adapt, and pitchers will do what they have to do to kind of keep the edge. But with it, so I think the no-hitter is, you know, a good feat. I mean, you know, it's one of those that only happens every so often. Granted, 6 of them this year, 7, you know, Bumgarner's happened. I can see a couple more happening down the road. You know, maybe, you know, another 5. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'll be interesting to see. You know, because I know a lot of players are going to start getting into midseason form, so we'll see. But I would not doubt it if we see another 2 or 3 before the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it now. I think the record is going to be broken this year.
What is the record? 7?
8.
8. I think it was like 1882.
Okay.
Something like that. And we got Katie Gleason coming in. She was agreeing with Chrissy with that Mookie Betts comment right there that she was mad about what going to the Red Sox with that one. So there are 2 games I'm actually looking at in this series for this week. One of them is the St. Louis Cardinals versus the White Sox, and that could be a potential World Series matchup, and Tony La Russa is managing against his old team. And also, my favorite right now is the Dodgers are back in Houston. So, Big B, I'm going to give you the spotlight right there. What are you looking forward this week with games?
I'm with you on the first one. Definitely La Russa going back to the Cardinals is going to be a good one. Blue Jays Yankees. I picked this to be a battle at the beginning of the year, so kind of interested in that one to see where it goes, and maybe the Blue Jays can start bouncing back. Another one, possible potential World Series matchup: Braves and Red Sox. I mean that should be a good series too for itself. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Derek, what games are you looking for this week?
Well, the Cardinals White Sox is interesting because Tony La Russa going back to St. Louis. I'm sure he'll get a nice warm welcome there. Excuse me. I would have liked it if we could have seen Lance against Flaherty, but Lynn pitched last night, and he's out of his mind right now. He's pitching great. He has been all year. He did great last year with the Rangers. He's 10K a game, and he's got good stuff. He's a bulldog. Flaherty with the Cardinals, man, he's awesome. And the Cardinals, with Arredondo now, and they got Goldschmidt, who's their shortstop, the young. They're solid. They got Molina back there. I don't know why they even hesitated about signing him again this year. The guy keeps himself in great shape. One of the famed Molina brothers, and I think he'll play another year or two at least. He'll be playing catcher in his 40s. Other than that, Lynn against Flaherty, so we probably won't see that. But the White Sox, the Cardinals should be a good series. That is one that's going to be on TV and stuff. Another game tonight, of course, is DeGrom going against the Marlins, and it's not on national TV for some reason. I don't know why he should be on national TV every time he starts, but
it's rookie ball. That's why.
Yeah. Well, right now, just
last week.
A couple score updates. Speaking of the Mets, they're up 1-0 right now. Cubs and Pirates. Pirates are up 3-1, and the Indians and Tigers. Indians up 1-0. All games pretty much just started second, third inning. So, quick update there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
thank
cool.
You. So I'm actually excited for more of the Dodgers versus the Astros because of the cheating scandal. I kind of wish the Astros would have gone to LA, but it's in Houston. So they'll face each other, I think, in July in LA. But I'm waiting for Joe Kelly to come out of the bullpen again. If you guys remember what happened last year.
I love his attitude.
Oh, he was clowning the Astros, and of course he got fined and he got suspended 8 games.
I know. Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
I enjoyed it. I was like, that was awesome. So
that was. I like
that's
that stuff when it's not real personal and it's not vulgar. He just made a face of him. I saw the read today, and they went, and he's like,
So that's one thing with baseball is they don't let that stuff fly. The little, taunting or whatever like other sports do. So,
yeah, if the umpire doesn't toss him or something, just let it go. Both teams let it go. I'm kind of on with Trevor Bauer. He doesn't mind, the bat toss and everything, because most of them guys, it's a thing now, the bat toss, right? Yep. They're not really staring down the pitcher. They're not running down first base, looking at the pitcher, trying to show him up. They're just tossing the bat. It's gone down to the minor leagues. It showed some guy today, he hit a home run and he almost threw the bat to third base, whereupon you get the umpire, like in Little League, stop throwing the bat. You're going to hurt somebody.
Definitely, because you can easily say that I was about to say you can easily see that, tell that these younger players, the unwritten rules of baseball is gone pretty much. Yep. It is absolutely gone, and I think that Tony La Russa is having an issue with that because after he hit after Mercedes hit that home run, that crazy home run, he said that he shouldn't do it. But it was that next game that I was like, what the heck? Because the Twins threw behind Mercedes, and La Russa was okay with it. I mean, I think you got to back up your teammate, your players over there. Big B, what's your stand on that one over there?
Yeah, I mean, it was funny because Pineda was supposed to start that game, and then a couple hours before that, they pulled him, they scratched him. So I'm like, oh, Twins are planning on throwing at the guy right away. And then they'll bring Pineda in to relieve because they called up some minor league guy. But yeah, I'm with you. La Russa should have stuck by his guy and had his back. But the team has his back, Mercedes' back, but not La Russa's back. So it'll be interesting to see where that drama goes, if it clears itself up, if they make a run, or maybe La Russa resigns or something before the end of the year. So probably a good story to watch. Going down the stretch here.
One thing, if I could,
and
I've heard about this, talked about and stuff, like the bat flips, the celebrating at home runs and everything. Okay, if you guys, I think it's a Latin player influence. Okay, they have fun playing the game. They come up from the Dominican, from, Venezuela, Ecuador, Cuba and stuff. Them guys have fun playing the game, and they just bring it up with them. They're big kids. I believe that's how the game should be played. You hit a home run, it's okay to celebrate. Just don't disrespect the other team, and I think for the most part, they do not. They're just, showing who they are, and that's caught in fire to everybody else. High school kids all do it now. Everybody goes home plate and they jump up and down, especially if it's a guy's first home run ever. Whereas the old days, they used to run, shake hands, and go to the dugout. Hey, there was when Adrian Beltre played here in Dallas for the Rangers. He was so fun to watch, just playing him and Elvis at shortstop.
Oh, yep.
In between innings, Elvis would mess with him constantly. Adrian would throw his glove at him, on a pop-up. Elvis is yelling at him, right? And Adrian would catch it and pretend to punch it. It was so much fun. He would hit a home run and he didn't like his head touched. So what do? They pull off his helmet. Everybody in the dugout touches his head. And he's swinging away, defending it. But secretly, deep down, he loved it. And that's what they bring to the game. These Latin guys is fun and levity. They play 100%. You're not goofing off and not hustling. You know what I mean? It's making the game fun. Just my little 2 cents.
Yeah, Big B, I saw your head shaking there.
Well, I just got a notification that we talked about freak injuries last week or something. MLB pitcher Zach Plesy of the Indians.
Plesac?
Yeah, breaks his thumb while aggressively taking off his shirt. He's out indefinitely.
He did what?
He broke his thumb aggressively taking off his shirt.
Man, I could break a thumb getting out of bed.
So
I'm sure there'll be more on that.
Yeah, so add that to our list of freak injuries. So
I know. Who threw out their back sneezing? What player was that? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, it could have been anybody. I throw out my back sneezing. I mean,
that's definitely true. All right, so there was a crazy stat for Yardy Molina since we brought him up. I think it's kind of cool. So tonight, he will pass Gary Carter with the 1,955 career games started at catcher. Now, Molina trails Bob Boone, Carlton Fisk, and Ivan Rodriguez. Who's the other one he falls behind? There's one other catcher. I'm good, Dirk. You take a shot out that one.
What four did you name?
I named Bob Boone, Carlton Fisk, and Pudge Rodriguez. There's one more.
Johnny Bench?
No.
Ooh, that's what I was going to say.
All right,
It's somebody I know. I'll bet you I could know this. Is he
Piazza.
not Piazza. He played for the Pirates. It was Jason Kindle.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
Kendall.
I would not expect Jason Kindle to be on any type of stat like that.
Yeah, because didn't he play some second too, and
I
moved
don't,
around a little bit. So
I don't know.
Yeah, I would have thought. Who was the guy that played for multiple teams but played a lot? He was he finished with the Cubs. I think is he the manager now?
Oh, you're talking about David Ross?
Yeah, he played a lot.
Yeah, he did. He did. Same with Kyle Ripken. He played a lot also.
Mm-hmm.
Has one record, but no one knows.
Yeah, that one. I wouldn't have thought that. I was taking a shot on Johnny Bench, but I know he stopped playing at like 35 due to injury. So I was like, you got to play 20 years to have all that,
Yeah, definitely. All right, we're gonna move along really quick. So Big B, stump us with your stat.
Stump us. All right. Let me pull it up here. So this stat has happened 15 times in the history of Major League Baseball. Players like Kirby Puckett, Tom Hendrick, Dustin Rhodes, Mickey Mantle, and McGuire have done this.
But it's only happened 15 times.
15 times. Yep.
Kirby, who are the names again?
People like Puckett, Hendrick, Rose, Mickey Mantle, and McGuire have done this.
Is it playing being an MVP in the All-Star games for the AL?
No.
I was giving it a shot.
Hit a game-winning home run in the World Series.
Are you Googling stuff? But yes, that is right. Yes.
I know Dusty Rhodes did because I read a lot about Willie Mays.
Yep. Yeah, Puckett and
McGuire did.
McGuire and Gibson hit back-to-back game-winning shots in the same World Series. So,
well, last week with your pitching question, Dirk got it like right off the bat. Like it took him 2 seconds.
I'm going to come up with some bigger ones. I think
I'm not fast enough with my fingers to Google something.
but along with that, today, 25 years ago, Kirby Puckett's number was retired and hanging in the Twins wall of Hall of Famers there. So
he was some kind of player, and I remember when he first came up, he hit 300, but he'd only hit 4 or 5 home runs a year. And then he changed his swing a little bit and got a little stronger. Then he was hitting 20, 25. And that's when he became really good, and his body shape was so funny to watch him run so fast. He was like a little bowling ball, really.
He was. He was tiny.
Team,
No, he was tiny.
Him and Gwen, they were like bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have that weird body shape. I remember Tony Gwynn quite frankly. So, all right, we're going to keep continuing on. So we are going to do our fantasy lineups with this, and we're going to have a pitcher and a closer. So I think I'm going to, if you guys are okay, I'm going to probably go first on this one.
Go ahead. You're the host.
So,
why not?
Okay. Thank you. So, so the pitcher I would start with is going to definitely be the big unit, Randy Johnson right there. But who's going to be catching for him is going to be Pudge Rodriguez. With that, at first base is going to be the big hurt. He be on there. Then I will have Barry Larkin actually at second. Then at third
Second.
base, second Barry Larkin. Then I'm gonna have Scott Rowland. I always like Scott Rowland. He'll be my guy at third base. Then at shortstop, Derek, you want to close your ears? I'm gonna have the captain there. I mean, what he has done for the game is great.
He
Then,
is one Yankee I like.
yeah, definitely. I will have
Class
Ricky.
guy. Total class.
Oh yeah, definitely. And he owns the wrong team. And with that, left field is going to be Ricky Henderson, and center field is going to be the all-time great King Griffey Jr. Then right field is going to be Ichiro. I mean, I cannot deny his.
Oh,
art.
what a homer!
No,
God,
my
why
goodness.
didn't you just add Alex Rodriguez to it too? God,
Oh, don't worry. My DH is going to be Edgar Martinez.
well, I can respect that one. I mean,
Yeah, then my closer is going to be Trevor Hoffman.
Yeah.
All right, Derek. What's your fantasy lineup?
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to go 1 through 9 here. Okay. So leading off is the Wizard. Yep. He's going to be my shortstop, leadoff man. That magic glove, man, he was something. Batting second, playing second base, Ryan Sandberg.
ooh.
Nice.
Okay. Batting third, playing right field. We talked about him, Tony Gwynn. Okay. Batting fourth, playing first base. A couple of choices here. I'll go Red Sox. It was a choice between McGuire and Big Poppy. Big Poppy's at first. Okay. Batting fifth, playing third base, Mike Schmidt. Left field. I like speed, Ricky Henderson. And in center field, he's probably batting a little down in the lineup than he should be, but I know he'd be happy with it. The best center fielder of all time, the best baseball players of all time, Willie Mays. And behind the plate, I'm with you, Tim Pudge, because I seen him live. Unbelievable. And my starting pitcher is Tom Seaver. And my reliever, shoot. Who do you want to shut that? God, I'm going to hate to do this. Mariano Rivera. That dude could have pitched 3 more years.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah.
He was so nasty, and he didn't throw. He threw 92, but that devastating splitter, And if we want to have a DH in there, yeah, let's put Mark McGuire at DH. So
Wow, there you
got a
go.
lot of pop in the lineup, a lot of speed.
No.
Your catcher, Pudge, might get some of my guys, but can't throw them out if they hit it out.
Nope.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Big P, you're up.
All right. So, pitching wise, I kind of humming and hawing. I think I'm going to settle with Nolan Ryan as my starter. I'm going to go with Rivera as my closer. I don't think there's any doubt there. Catching wise, I don't know why, but I've always liked Mickey Tettleton, switch hitting catcher. So he's going to start catching. At first, I'm going with the crime dog, Fred McGriff. I mean, there's a lot of people you guys could have put at first. Second, I'm going to go with Craig Biggio. I also liked him because he was kind of versatile, catching second center field, so it gives me a little versatile there. Shortstop.
Gloves at 2 of them positions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shortstop, I got to go with the Iron Man. I got to go with Cal Ripken. Third base, I got to go with Wade Boggs. I liked him, from that side. My outfield, Ricky Henderson in left. Going with Junior in center. But I'm also going to throw Puckett out there in right. I can't can't have a team without him. And then my DH is going to be Ortiz.
All right. That is it for On Deck. And speaking of On Deck, I've been wanting to say this all night. On Deck is Wrestle Shoot, a very special Wrestle Shoot. Dirk, do you watch wrestling at all?
Occasionally I'll come across WWE and I'll watch it for a little bit. It's pretty entertaining. If I can take a minute, I saw a video the other day on Facebook, and it was Ronda Rousey fought Triple H.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And because she came into the ring after there was some kind of tag team going on. She came into the ring and she was yelling at him, and he looked up from the guy he just threw to the ground. He's like, "What?" She's like, come on, right? So they went at it, and she was punching the daylights out of him, and it didn't really faze him and stuff. And he threw her down, and she got him in like a leg lock and threw him down. She bent over, she picked him up like this and stood him up and threw him down on the ground. I was, man, because I was a Ronda Rousey fan for a long time, you know. But I was like, man, that is one strong woman.
Yeah.
That's a strong man doing that.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
I freaked out.
Well, Wrestle Shoot has a special guest. His name is, I forget his name. What's his name?
It is Marty Jannetty, one half of the great tag team from the AWA, WWF, Rockers, Midnight Rockers also they were called, with him and Shawn Michaels. So it has rumored, it has been confirmed too that he will be on tonight. So they've been trying for a few weeks to do this, and some minor issues have come up on both ends.
Is that 100%?
They have confirmed it.
Or
So
75%?
I would say it's about 99.9%.
There you go.
Yep. So with the Big B, Dirk, I am the Sarge. Thank you for joining us on Deck. We will see you guys next week.
All right.
Take care.
All right. See you guys later. Good night.